the 5-star shout out.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in you can't make a you know what I'm talking about.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Happy to see everybody. Happy to be here. Took a week off last week, but I'm back. We're back. Brenneman, we're back. How you feeling, Chocolate Girl?
Chocolate Girl's feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty good. It's Saturday, my favorite day of the week.
That's right.
You know what
Saturday.
it is.
We know what it is.
You know what it is.
Well,
what it do.
Well, I'm going to ask you, how was your week?
My week has been rather interesting. I have to describe it on a scale of 1 to 10. It was about a 7, 8, somewhere
That's
in there.
good.
Pretty darn good week. Of course, you know me. I'm just glad to be here to see and be seen. That's what I'm happy about. Thank God for that. But it's been an interesting week. I'm trying to think, did I do anything monumental? Not really. Just ramping up my business. The Chocolate Writer. See below, the Chocolate Writer. Communications and PR. Trying to I'm in the middle of a website refresh. So it's the same old website sitting there right now, but who knows? Tomorrow it might look a little different. Might.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, so going through some things. Got to see family last weekend. We didn't do our show last weekend, but I got to go to my cousin's graduation party. So I got to see my mother's side of the family a little bit.
Yes. I just yesterday I got to see my mother's side of the family because it was my Aunt Beanie's birthday.
All right.
Aunt Beanie turned 70 yesterday.
Oh, 70.
70.
Is she a sashaying 70 or is she a subtle 70?
She want to be subtle, but she's sachet. Let me say that. So Aunt Beanie really don't like the spotlight, nothing like that. You know, she enjoyed the birthday party, but she don't like the spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's two things you know for sure about Aunt Beanie growing up. Aunt Beanie, you'll never know Aunt Beanie's age, and you barely knew her real name. So I thought it was just me. All right, so let me just get that. I thought it was just me. And for one, I was like, well, how many people don't know her real name? We at the party, cousins that she grew up with come out like, I didn't know her real name was Lavinia until I was grown. I said, oh, so it ain't just me. It was like, no, we always called her Beanie. I said, I'll be there.
So y'all call her Beanie?
Beanie. I'm Beanie.
Aunt Beanie. Well, happy birthday, Aunt Beanie, if you're listening. Yeah. But her name is Lavinia.
Lavinia, yes.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I have people like that in my family. My grandmother had a cousin. His name was Cousin Boo. They called him Boo. I never knew what his name was my whole life. I just never knew his name. I still don't know. Sheila, if you in the comments, what Cousin Boo name? I don't remember if I ever heard it. It's just like I had another cousin on my father's side. He was Alton Jr., but we didn't call him that. We called him Lil Bruh. So he was Lil Bruh to me. his whole life. He was little bruh. He passed away young. May he rest in peace. But he was little bruh. So when I finally saw his son, and his name was Alton, it didn't click right away that that's his son. It was really weird. That was just me. But that's another reason why I don't do nicknames very much. If your name is Richard, I'm gonna call you Richard. I don't call you Rich or Dick or not. If your name is Robert, I'm not calling you Bob. I'm just not. Your name is Dennis. I don't want to call you Den. I just want to call you Dennis. That's just me.
But see, you also grew up in an era where y'all said people whole names. Like they go Dennis Holmes, they go Richard Bobby Jr. You know what I mean? They go Richard Bobby Jr. You know that's how y'all said their whole name. You know Richard Bobby Jr. here. Richard Bobby Jr. Yeah.
What generation do you think I'm in?
God, listen, I'm just telling you from a generation where they said whole name, not a half. They said a whole name.
That's the generation ahead of me. That's the baby boomers. I'm not a baby boomer. No. That's what they did. We didn't do that in my generation. We start cutting it off in my generation. Gen X. We Gen X.
Yeah, I don't know which is which. I'm still on
Gen X. We the militants. That's why X is ours. Gen X. We Gen X. Okay. We turned the tide. We turned the tide. See, that's Gen Xers. That's what we did. We made moves. We made room. We ended apartheid and some more shit. That's what we did. Shut it down. Cross seas. We shut it down.
Yeah, I see. And it's crazy that you say that because I remember I worked with a guy. See, this is this is the story on. I didn't know my aunt Beanie was let me say was the flyest girl in the neighborhood. I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. So I'm working. I'm in high school. I'm working at the Philly Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Working at the Philly Stadium, you work with a lot of older people. So one of the guys I'm working with, his name was Rodney. I don't even know if Rodney's still living, but Rodney had 3 teeth, Shane. He had 3 teeth. All right, and not number 4, 5, just 3. Smile all the time too. He always smile. Always smile. 3 teeth.
3 teeth.
All right. So Rodney was one of them guys. He wanted to know where you from. Where you from? Where you grew up at? So I told him where I'm from. I got family in Leavenworth, Tioga. I got family down Germantown. I got family. He was like, oh, okay. You want them North Philly? I said, yeah, that's me. He was like, yeah, I'm from North Philly too. I'm up there by 29th of July. I'm like, well, I got family up there too. He said, yeah, where at? I said, by 29th of Cecil B. More. He said, I know everybody grew up around there. You ain't got no family around. I said, no, they about your age. And I start, now I forgot a couple things. I forgot that my grandmother is 10 years older than her sister. A couple things I forgot. So when I named my grandma, I said, well, my grandma, Romella. I said, she got a brother named Freddie. I said, nah. What's the family name? I said, the family name is the Wise. Said, you got an uncle named Victor. I said, yeah. He said, that's my nigga. I know Victor. Then he stopped. Hold on, Sharon. Then he stopped everything, said, you got an aunt named B. Beanie was fine as a fox. He stopped everything. He was like, Beanie was fine as a fox. I said, Bobby. I'm like, Bobby. He said, man, I loved your Aunt Beanie. She's still around. Tell her I said hi. I said,
what? Damn. She made an impression. Got you saying hi and stuff.
He stopped everything cold. But him and my uncle Victor was good, great friends. They went to the military together. They was real good friends.
All right. Miss Beanie. Aunt Beanie was doing her thing back in the day.
Yeah. He stopped everything cold as ice. You got
Hold up. Wait a minute. You got an aunt named Beanie. Well, happy birthday, Auntie.
Yes.
She's born in a good month. Was her birthday yesterday?
June 20th was her birthday.
20th, okay.
June 20th.
Yeah, she's a Gemini, but that's okay. We'll take her.
Sure.
She all right.
That's how I feel about them July Leos. They are. Man.
We're not gonna talk about them Leos. I was talking about y'all this morning. Me and Sister Sheila. What's up, Sister Sheila? I hope she's in the comments. She may not be.
Sure.
But yeah, we were talking about y'all Leos this morning. Stubborn as all get out and never want to admit when you're wrong.
Actually, I'm starting to admit. I'm starting to admit when I'm wrong.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. It took me a while. It took me a while. It is hard.
Arm twisting and some ass kicking, but yeah, okay, you'll come around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's 100% true.
But anyway, so wait a minute. Last week we were supposed to talk about Father's Day.
Father's Day. I got to tell you about my Father's Day.
Supposed to talk
Father's
about Father's Day. So how was your Father's Day?
I get a phone call. I tell my dad. First, I tell my dad, "Dad, come on, we're gonna go to a comedy brunch show. You know, 2Ray having a comedy brunch show."
I was about to say 2Ray.
Yeah. So my dad was like, "Cool, we going." He said, "What time we gotta be there?" I said, "We gotta be there 11 o'clock in the morning." So that may be like, I told him that about a week before. Wednesday come, I get a phone call from Uncle Ham. He don't even say hi. He just called me right up. "Why you ain't give me a ticket, chump?" I said, "Wait, hold up. Ain't nobody even know you was here." Like, everybody know you came to town. He was like, "I'm in town and I need a ticket, chump. Will you give me a ticket?" I said, "I'll get you a ticket on." So I went and got a ticket for Uncle Ham. So it's me and my dad and Uncle Ham. We was out just like old times. We was out, had a good time that day. Went to go see 2Ray and Tony Rock. You know, they tore the house down.
I'm bad. Yeah. Tony Rock was there? Oh, cool.
Tony Rock was there.
2Ray and Tony Rock?
Yeah, they came to the house.
Was your side hurting? Was your side hurting by the time you left?
Yeah, they was funny. Funny as
they're both funny. They're both. We gotta have 2Ray back. It's been 2 years, Dennis. We gotta have 2Ray back.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
I know. I know he's a busy man.
Yes, he is. But that was cool. A reason why I said it's like old times. And my uncle told me don't tell the story no more, but I'm tell the story for the last time. Last time I tell the story, I'm not gonna tell it no more. It's last time I tell the story. I'm
okay, y'all, so, listen up. This is exclusive.
So I'm younger. This may be my first Phillies game ever. Philadelphia Phillies baseball game. It's my first Phillies game ever. So we going to the Phillies game. I'm excited. So my Uncle Ham talk more trash than anybody you know. All right. You think I talk trash? Uncle Ham talk more trash than anybody you know. I'm letting you know that. We around there. We got real good seats to the point that if a pop fly come, you can catch it. Okay. So one went by us a little earlier in the baseball game. Mm-hmm. And Uncle Ham said, "Listen, the next one come by us, I'm gonna catch it for you, little Dan. All right, I got you." I said, "Okay." Just as sure as shit stink, pop fly come right by. I'm scared. The pop fly come right by us. Guess what Uncle Ham at? He sleep.
Oh,
he
Lord.
Sleep. He done fell asleep. Now I done shook him. Like, "Oh, the pop fly." "Oh, my bad, little Dan. I was tired." I said, "Man." I mean, it was really close. It was a close pop fly. Like, he ain't had to do much. It's like, go down a little bit. He could have caught it.
I've never caught one. I've been close once.
Yeah, that was the closest I ever been. That's the closest I ever been.
One time.
And that was my first time going to a Phillies game. Now that I'm older, I got the full story. You know, they was out the night before, went to an after hour. They been up all night. So they was tired going to that Phillies game. Me, I was hyped. I done slept early. I'm going to a Phillies game. I slept early. I was well prepared. Them, they go to Phillies games all the time. Wasn't nothing to them. But that's the first memory I got of us actually hanging out, and I got the last one. I took some pictures and stuff. I'm gonna post them up. The last one when we was just out on Father's Day.
Cool.
And I told him I wasn't gonna tell that story no more, so I ain't gonna tell him no more. That's the last time I'm telling that story.
Well, that's funny. That's funny. I thought you were gonna say he did something like moon somebody or something.
No, Uncle Ham fell asleep. Straight to sleep.
Well, speaking of baseball, we lost a great one this week.
Yeah,
We lost the incomparable Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
That hurt. It hurt me when I heard that. I was like, what? You
Oh, he
know,
was 90. He was 93.
yeah, he was 90. He lived a long night life. But
Mm-hmm.
when you start getting older and you start losing all these icons from your childhood and your early adulthood, it really starts making you feel old and like I have fewer years ahead than I have behind. It makes you start looking like this, like that, because I'm losing them all, like him, Hank Aaron, lost OJ
Yeah,
Simpson,
lost OJ. Dang, we lost. We lost. That was. It's been about 3 months. We lost Jerry West, OJ,
Jerry West,
Willie
Willie
Mays.
Mays. We lost a big one, well, of course, was Kobe Bryant, but also
Yeah,
losing um, Franco Harris. I'm still not
yeah,
quite reconciled with that either. It's just kind of difficulty because they were big parts of my childhood. So it's hard, like losing an uncle.
yeah.
Yeah, but may he rest in peace. Um, Prayers go out to his
You,
family, friends, and everybody who loved him.
you know what's crazy? One of my childhood dreams is I want to meet Randall Cunningham.
Yeah,
That's one of my childhood dreams. I want to meet Randall Cunningham.
you probably will. You might meet him this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out. Find out
I'm,
where he's gonna be at.
I'm speaking it into the atmosphere.
One of my childhood dreams. I want to meet Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham is the reason I watched football and became an Eagles fan.
Well, the biggest celebrity I have to say that I met up close and personal, was able to touch and get a picture with, is Magic Johnson. It's
Yeah,
like that's like one of the highlights of my life, was meeting him and actually getting to be in his presence. But he was a player then. I want to see the Magic Johnson of now, the businessman, the mogul, the billionaire. I want to spend a day with him or get to interview him or see him, watch him speak. I want to see him at this point in his life. Because I swear that fateful day in November, I thought we were going to lose him within a matter of months. And for him to
yeah. I think I told you the story about I used to collect cards back then.
mm-hmm.
I used to collect cards and I got a Magic Johnson card.
I
And one of
have,
my homies had a Shaquille O'Neal card, and I
mm,
traded him Shaquille O'Neal for Magic Johnson. And everybody was laughing at me, told me I was crazy. They was like, you know Magic Johnson about to die soon? I said, no, he ain't gonna die. I'm telling this me being stubborn. He ain't gonna die. Yeah,
well, yeah, you see, yeah, that's the Leo in you.
yeah, that was me being stubborn.
Right here, you be
He,
like, nope. Nope. It's not right in front of me. But he's beating the odds, and I'm glad about that. But I would love to just sit and talk to him. They need to do like an auction or something. Win a chance to spend a day with Magic or something. I don't know. I'll probably sell my house to go sit and see him.
ha, I ain't doing all that. That's a little bit too
You
much.
know that's funny because I don't own a house, right? I'm just saying.
But if you did, just sell your house.
Yeah, yep. But anyway, all right. So back to this Father's Day. So that was Father's Day for you. I'm glad you had a good Father's Day. But this leads me to my first question. What's the best Father's Day gift that you've ever received?
Best Father's Day gift I've ever received. I got a grill. Uh, my ex got me a grill. It's a nice grill too. Um, gas grill, nice gas grill. Put it together. It was very nice. Had that grill for about, I want to say, had that grill for about 5 years. I remember the legs broke on the grill, so I kind of like had it going a whole nother way and everything. Yeah, I had that grill for about 5 years. Then after that, it was done. I couldn't use it anymore.
Do you have a grill now?
Got a grill now, yeah. This one's charcoal.
Oh, okay. But you got a gas one now.
No, no, no. I got a charcoal one now. I had a
Oh, you
gas.
got a charcoal gas. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
had a gas.
What's the best Father's Day gift you've ever given to a father?
Best Father's Day gift I've ever given was probably to my pop. I got him some Dallas Cowboys gear.
You got him a what?
Dallas Cowboys gear. I
Oh,
think I
okay.
got him. I got him the hat, socks, shirts, and the sweatshirt.
Did he really like it?
Yeah, he wear it all the time.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Since he's such a big Cowboys fan
Big Cowboys man.
forever. So let me
I
ask you
remember
this.
back in the day, my grandma went and got him, my uncle, and my grandpa these thick leather jackets, cowboy leather jackets, with the gloves to match.
Woo. Grandma knew what she was doing, didn't she?
Yeah, my
You gotta
grandpa
get
was
the
a
whole you
he.
gotta get the whole fit.
Yeah,
Mm. So what does being a father mean to you, Dennis?
being a father is the absolute joy of your life. Um, having a child or raising somebody else's child, but having kids around and actually teaching and loving those kids, and you want to do nothing but the best for them. But at the same time, you got to remember you can't go broke. Like that's what I notice about a lot of fathers. Like a lot of fathers want, like you'll go to. I see people go to their father and ask for stuff, and they know that it got to be an emergency for them to get it. Because we want to give it to you, but we ain't going broke giving it to you. Your mama go broke giving it to you. She believe in. She got that much faith. We ain't got that much faith. Mm. We love you. We ain't got that much faith. You tell us right now, yeah, I want to be on the football team, play football. We know looking at you. Ain't no football. But we'll send you to another football team so you can fulfill your dream. But it ain't gonna cost as much as the one you want to be on. That's the difference on it. That one you want to be on is $1,000 a month. The one you're gonna end up on is $250, everything included.
All right, pops.
How bad you want it? You want to
Hmm.
play football, or you just want to be over there because they get $1,000 a month? You spend no $1,000 a month on none of that, and then you gonna quit next month.
Mm. So I have an unusual question.
Okay,
So let's say you could pick a father. You only got one. You got your daddy. You love your
right.
daddy. But let's just say for some reason you were made to have to pick a father, like a famous person or athlete or just somebody out there, a neighbor, somebody friend's daddy. Who would you pick and why would you pick them
So I had to pick a father.
if you had to pick a father? Oh, y'all, he didn't know I was going to ask him this question.
No,
This is off the top of the dome.
it ain't too many. It ain't too many fathers out there. I think I would pick Uncle Phil. I like how Uncle Phil treated every situation, but at the same time, he still had your back. But he wasn't letting all the stuff I just said. He wasn't letting you do all that stuff. I pick Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, the
Uncle
fictional
Phil,
Uncle Phil.
fictional Uncle Phil. Yeah.
What about a real person?
Real person. Uh, who's a real person as a father? I admire a lot of fathers. So, real person as a father. See, I don't know. I like my pop. I ain't never think about his butt my pop. Nothing
Yeah.
against all the dads out there. But I ain't never think about his butt my pop.
Yeah, me either. No, I mean nobody
But
replaces
see,
my pop. Nobody replaces my daddy. I made a
yeah,
post on Father's Day. I post this every Father's Day.
he not being
It's a
my fucking
picture.
dad. What the fuck wrong
It's a
with
picture.
him?
It's a picture. It's a picture of my dad, and I have on the picture. This is what I wrote. I'm gonna read it. What I wrote. My picture
It might, you
said.
know what, Sharon? It might be Reggie White. I'll take Reggie White.
That's who
I've
I thought
always
you would
admired Reggie
say. I thought you would say
White.
him.
It might be Reggie
But
White. It's about to
on
be
my
dead, so I
on
wasn't.
my picture of my dad, it says, "If you cannot hold a candle to this man right here, you can forget it." And that's really how I feel. Daughters, we need our fathers, and they always say that we pick mates that are like our fathers. That's what we want
Mm-hmm.
anyway, or that's what we pick. And I remember when I first posted that, I was just in a mood, I guess. And I was like, these dudes out here, none of these dudes are like my dad. None of them. They just can't hold a candle to him. And so I put the picture up there and wrote that caption on it because that's how I felt. And that's still how I feel. They just don't compare. They don't make them like that anymore. Just don't make them that way. And yeah, miss my dad. Miss my dad. I say to everybody, if your dad is still here, I don't care what he's done in the past. I don't care how done some stuff you don't like or whatever. As long as he didn't kill somebody or molest you or something, you need to make amends. Whatever it is, you need to make amends because it's too late when they're gone.
Yeah,
And I miss my
definitely
dad.
too late when they go. Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad and I'm glad to have my mother too, even though it ain't Mother's Day. I'm also glad to have my mother around as well,
Mm-hmm.
even though they both can get on your nerves. But I'll take
Oh,
that
yeah.
because I
Yeah.
hate to have the effect. Not having my grandparents around really hurt me because I was brought up with some young parents, so I
Mm-hmm.
always had my grandparents around, and I was spoiled because I had full grandmothers. So people be like, "Yeah, I'm going to my grandma's house." I used to be like, "Well, which one?" I only got one. What do you mean? Which one? Oh, like, I got four. You got four grandmas? I was like, yeah, I got two grandmas and two great grandmas. How do you have your two great grandparents?
You had young parents.
I got
Yeah.
young parents.
Yeah.
But
See,
see,
my
I
parents.
thought everybody had young parents.
Mm-mm.
Till I
My
got to
parents.
their graduation, they pulling up with people as old as my grandparents.
Yeah. My parents was in their 30s when they had me. They were in their 30s.
My dad was 20. My mom was 18.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. It's cool.
I told the joke the other day. I said, so yeah, I got young parents. They was on the first episode of MTV's Teen Pregnancy.
Teen Mom.
Teen Pregnancy, yeah.
Teen Mom. That show was I watched a couple of episodes of Teen Mom. I couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, I ain't glorifying that. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it. Mm-mm. It is what it is though. Reality is reality. I'm a realist. I deal with what is, not what's supposed to be. I deal with what it is right now.
And reality, yeah, it's definitely reality.
But I thought it'd be interesting if we talk a little bit more about fathers, if you don't mind. Um,
No, that's cool.
I have there's a situation where you have, there's some situations where you have fathers and some of them you have stepfathers. And so the question always comes up in terms of disciplining children when you're a step parent. So let's
Yes.
say you get with a woman and she's already got two kids by another man and y'all get married, you're in the household. How do you think it should go? Seriously, if you think about it, as far as you disciplining these children in your home with your wife, and they
Uh,
still have a father, in their life.
Giving out beatings, I don't do.
Mm-hmm.
putting on punishment, I do this. I'm the pop that will let's say you play video games, then I'm gonna take the power cord until you do what you're supposed to do. Now, if I told you to clean your room, you ain't clean your room, I'm taking the power cord.
Right. And it's no questions asked. It's no negotiation. The cord is gone. It's gone with me.
Right. I I cut the Wi-Fi off. Cut the Wi-Fi off. Kids go crazy.
Well, what if you got a situation when when the father is telling the child that they don't have to listen to you in your house? The
Oh
father,
yeah,
your
I
father,
had that situation.
yeah,
That's why I said that as a community, I would say as a community, y'all got to come together because the kids will use that. My dad said I ain't got to do that with them, so they'll use this against you and make y'all go both ways when the whole time y'all just both trying to do the best for the child. But y'all made it even harder on yourselves because of dislike or because you still in love with that person that you're not with no more, but you're mad that they moved on. A lot of times, none of that got nothing to do with the child. You really got to sit back and realize what's going on. That's why I said if you at a point, like I'm at a point, I was at a point in my life that I moved on. So when my daughter's mom went ahead and got another man, got pregnant by, I was excited. It's like I'm happy for you. Go ahead, do your thing, be cool. I ain't got no beef. I had conversations with the guy. One of my uh, one of my homies was like, "Oh, you being too nice. What you gonna go to dinner with him? You gonna be the third wheel or something?" I said, "No, but I don't want no drama.
right.
I don't want it to get to the point where you know I may not be there every day. So he may think he can go and do whatever to a mirror. Nah, that ain't happening. We're gonna be respectful. We're gonna be cool. You take care of your daughter. I'll take care of mine. That's it.
Mhm. Some people don't understand. Drama does not serve anyone.
No,
It doesn't serve you. It just doesn't. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? Thanks for watching. Marcus says those are discussions that need to be had before marriage. I was in that situation. In my house, all kids fall under the same rules. Whatever I do to my biologicals is what I did to my stepdaughter. Hell, even nieces and nephews knew what it was. Amen.
yeah, they do. They do. I got to 100% agree with you
Amen.
on that one, Marcus. They do. My nieces and nephews, they will they will come over and ask for stuff and everything. Yeah, my nieces and nephews, they know all of them.
Mm-hmm. And see, Aunt Sharon was known. It was known Aunt Sharon doesn't play. See, Sheila play. I don't play. I ain't gonna say that Sheila play, but I don't play. I was much firmer. I'll just put it that way. So when I was around, it just was the way it was. I just wasn't putting up with no BS from nobody, and I'm still the same way. BJ
Yeah,
said, and the kids I coach all the same shit. Yeah, you got to treat them all the same. You don't give
definitely do.
anybody an inroads. You don't do that. And the
And
rules
they
always apply.
listen. And one thing about it is they love you for that.
They love
They
you
love
later.
you for that
They
because
love you.
they know
Mhm.
for sure you ain't treat none of us different.
No, but they also knew you wasn't no simp either, and they couldn't pull one over on you. And while it was hard when it was happening, later on they respect you more because of that. That's how I feel about it. Because if I had let my son just run around here and do whatever he wants, first of all, he may not even be here. Second of all, he'd be in worse condition. So
Yeah,
he thanks me for it now.
gotcha. But see, you don't when you're younger, you don't see none of this stuff. You just think you know everything. You don't see. Yeah, you start to smell yourself. You don't see none of this stuff. When you get older, you start to realize, oh, okay, oh, I got it. I got it now. That's why we did that. Okay, all right, I got it.
Marcus said, my ex married another man, and me and him had discussions. I told him I don't mind punishment, but I do mind abuse. Abuse my daughter, and you got to see me. Then my ex got to see me because she brought you in the circle, saying, I didn't know he wasn't like it's going to be a good enough excuse. Got to give up the ghost. I agree with you. I agree with you. My
Yeah, you
situation
just
was totally unique because he and I never made it to the altar, but we were together. And then when he moved on to somebody else, it was a whole nother situation with us. But
was
I
was she
tend,
was she how was she towards the child?
well, that's the thing. I didn't like the way she treated him. So him going over there with them was short lived. And when I explained it to his father, my ex, he understood. And so when he wanted to see him, he came to my house to see him. He didn't even push back. He didn't push back because I told him, I said, hey, you can come whenever you want. I even gave him a key. See, that's what I did. I gave him a key. And I said, you can come whenever you want. I'm over here working. I ain't got time for no man or no nothing anyway. I didn't care. I said, but I didn't want him to have any excuse not to see his son, but he's not going over there. Not as long as you with her. I'm sorry. But that's because I have the gift of discernment and I could tell there was something not quite right. And it was my father actually who first noticed it. My father. He said, do you notice that when little Daryl comes home, he's different with you? He doesn't listen to you like he normally does. And I was like, no. He said, you take notice of it the next time. And I did. And after that, nope. And we went on from there. But that was a very unique situation. If things were different and I didn't have that feeling, it would have been a whole different ball game. I wouldn't have had any problem with him going over there with him and the new person and none of that jealousy stuff or using the kid to get the man and none of that. Mm-mm. That's some silliness right there. But anyway, let's go back to fathers. What's the chief lesson that you learned when you first became a father, as far as dealing with children, Dennis? What's the
You
biggest
said
lesson that you
a
learned?
cheap lesson.
The chief, as in the biggest lesson that you
Oh,
learned.
biggest lesson I've learned: discipline. If they don't have no discipline, no structure, they won't get right. Um, you have to have them on a schedule because and they got to be routine. Because if they don't stay on that schedule, they'll start waking up late for school. Then they start sleeping in school. The next thing you know, they getting behind in classes. All of this happened because you ain't going to sleep early.
Right.
But as long as you go to sleep early, you'll wake up early, ready for school, and you'll be ready to get up, go to class, and do everything you need to do.
You got to be consistent with that discipline, though. You got to be
Yeah, it got to
consistent.
stay throughout that. Now, on the weekends, you do whatever you want on the weekend, Friday, Saturday. Right? You want to stay up all night, you stay up all night. Come Sunday, is what it is. Friday and Saturday, you want to stay up all night, stay up all night. I really don't care.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have any
as long
questions
as you
for me?
did, as long as you did everything that you're supposed to do. Let me just say that you can stay up all
Do you have any
night.
father
Let me say that.
questions for me?
Well, first of all, let me get a side note to Marcus Betts on what he just said with this. Marcus Betts, you make sure you have me in the chocolate on Alphabet Show this season, all right? So we can get this discussed, okay? Me and the chocolate girl. You put us on Alphabet Show. Let me get that out the way.
I'll be there.
Because boundaries always need to be set.
Yeah, always.
It's crazy when people. It's crazy when people he doing all this for their kids, other kids, and then you got a lot of MFers telling you the kids, telling their kids the shit that's not true. Okay, telling the kids shit that's not true because they wish they dad hugged them more. Man, well, some people. I'm gonna tell you what I've learned in life. When T.K. Kirkland say that who raised you, that is real. That is real. Like there is some people who never had a birthday party.
Yes.
We ain't talking about no big birthday party. We talking about at the house, cake and ice cream.
Right. And just everybody saying, "Hey, happy birthday." Sing a little bit.
Sing a
Nothing.
little bit. But ain't
Hmm.
never blown out a candle.
Right. And I can't relate to that. I
I
can't
can't
relate.
either. Because cake and ice cream is
Mhm.
guaranteed on my mom's side of the family. My mom's gonna get you cake and ice cream. And we ain't got nothing else. You got cake
We
and ice
have
cream for your
nothing.
birthday.
That's right. If we have nothing else, our family gets together with a cake and say happy birthday to the person who's. As a matter of look, Sheila, my birthday tomorrow. I hope you got my cake. I hope you got it. I'm not going to the store to buy my own
Hey,
cake.
yo, wait.
Shoot. She always forgetting cakes. See, that's the biggest thing. She forget cake, and she be like, "I be
Man, and
like,
you want
Sheila,
yours, and you don't want your store. You don't want no store bought cake. You want the homemade
no,
cake.
I don't.
You know,
No, I don't care about. I don't care about store bought. It just has to be
uh,
from the right store. I don't want any old cake because any old cakes don't taste good. But the certain stores make great birthday cakes. She knows what time it is. She better have my. She better have my cake. That's all I know. She better have my cake. Better have my cake, sister. But anyway, yeah, at the very least, we do that. Even if we don't go out to dinner, which we normally do for everybody in our family, we meet up somewhere, have dinner, and then we do cake and ice cream at usually at Sheila's house because she's got the biggest house of anybody. But that's where we go and sing happy birthday. And
my
we sing the we sing the Stevie Wonder version. Happy birthday.
oh no, they gotta sing what you call them tomorrow for you. They gotta shine a light on
Oh, see, I say that for the club.
you. Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
they
go to
gotta
the
shine a
club.
light on you.
I'm gonna go to the club Monday night, day after,
Okay,
so they can shine a light on me so I can twerk in the middle. So y'all can
twerking.
make room, let it work. Make room, let me work. Yeah, that'll be Monday.
They was twerking at Aunt Beanie party. I said, what? She's 70. What the hell are y'all doing twerking in here?
Did Aunt Beanie? Did she twerk?
No, no, Aunt Beanie was twerking.
There's nothing funnier to me to seeing older people twerk. It is so refreshing to me. I love to see it. I
No,
do.
no.
I love to see it. I'm like, old as dirt and they still got it. Oh, I love that. That's encouraging to me. Know what? I just think it's wonderful that they can do it. Some of us younger people can't do it. Like with my knee, I can't do it that low. My twerk is upright. It's not down low. And then that dropping it, that drop, I can't be doing all that no more. These are old knees. These not 20-year-old knees anymore.
Leave that twerking alone.
Nope. 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 So Marcus, you giving some good comments. He said, chief lesson is when you are raising a kid, you're raising your kid, not just yourself, but for the entire world. Whatever failure you have as a parent, society has to pick up. If you cannot control your kid at 5, you can't control them at 15. Too many people try to start raising kids as teenagers. Too late then. Amen. Start now. I remind my son all the time, hey, he's only 2.5, but you got to get him started now. I said, that's what I did with you. Tavai
Let
said
me
we
I
had
got
Tavai
a,
said,
since we throwing out crazy questions, I got a
mhm.
parenting question. I got a parenting question for everybody in here. Would you let your child hang with your younger self?
Yes, I would. Hmm. Yes, I would, because I had a lot of mouth, but I was a good chick. I had a lot of mouth, but I didn't do nothing to get you just in trouble. I wasn't trying to break the law. I didn't do any of that, and I was smart as hell. So your grades would be good. So I would, I would have no problem. What about you?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
would.
can little Den Den and Amira hang out?
Yeah, 15, she 15. 15-year-old America, 15-year-old, then we'd be cool.
What about the
Now,
other one?
I don't think I would have been too cool with 7-year-old America, 7-year-old then. She need too much. Man, you, you need too much. You just think you're supposed to have stuff. You come in the house bull garden. No, we'd have been no, we'd have been arguing. Wouldn't have made it.
But what about being friends with your kids? Marcus made a point. I want to have a friendly relationship with my kids, but we're not friends. That's
No,
right.
it's not a friendly relationship. It's more of a respect level of parent parent to child. And y'all can sit there and y'all can talk about things that may be difficult to you, but there's always that respect level of I'm talking to my mom and my dad.
Right.
But these are the issues that I'm having, mom and dad, and I want to know how do I solve. That's not a friend thing. That's a parent to child conversation.
Well, how do you let your child, your adult child, be an adult while maintaining and commanding their respect? In other words, they can't just talk to you any kind of way just because they're
No,
grown. How
well,
do you as a father, how do you see handling that when your children get to be adults?
you gotta keep checking them. I had some stepchildren that was kind of crazy with the mouth, but their mom was crazy with the mouth. So you gotta keep checking them. That's
Mhm.
just what it is. You gotta check them like, oh, who you talking to?
Yeah, you got to check them
You
and
gotta check
remind them, look, I'm still your mama.
them.
I'm not your
Just
friend.
check them. Once you
I'm
check them,
your mama.
it might take you one checking a season. Yeah, I gotta check them like once a season.
Yeah, sometimes it takes more than that, but because I mean, you going along. You're an adult. You're an adult. You got to be out here facing the world. You're making all these decisions. You got to say no and let your no be no. Your yes be yes. You got to tell people what to do. You got to tell people to get up off of you. Then you go see your mom and your dad, and they say something you don't like, and it's like,
They're gonna say something you don't like.
yeah, they're going to. We're going to do that. We're not going to say everything agreeable for you, but just because you're over 18, that doesn't give you license to be all slick in the mouth and say just anything to me like you would say to your dude down the fridge, down the street. That's not happening. So how do you manage that? That's a whole nother conversation. How do you manage a relationship with your adult children? That's something we're going to talk about on an upcoming Sie Jawn show, y'all. So get your questions ready and your thoughts ready. But that's a big question
It
because
is.
it's a whole different ball game. The dynamic is different.
But
But then
on
you
a children's side, now
tend to
on a
still.
children's side, are you
Mhm.
are you giving them their respect as an adult?
But see, that's the thing. How do you show that without allowing them to disrespect you? How do you maintain that respect from them and respect them without allowing them to disrespect you back? That's what I'm saying. What constitutes demonstrating respect for your adult child? Because see, let me give you an example. I'm sitting around, it's mom and dad, me and my sister. We grown, we got our own kids. We all sitting around, all 8 of us. Us, the kids, everybody, right? Sheila, her husband, their kids, all of us, my son. And one of us, let's say my sister says to one of her adult daughters, hey, go outside in the freezer and get something out the freezer. And the child says, can't you get it? I don't really feel like moving right now. Is that disrespect? Or is it just her being honest because she's worn out from taking care of her own kid and tired? And why can't you go get it? Which one is it? Or should she, no matter how she feels, should she just get her ass up and go get it like her mama asked her to?
Yeah, she should. Okay, let me say this. She should get up and go get it like her mama asked her. But I really feel like her mama always asking her for some shit.
Not necessarily.
Now, I'm just telling you how I know coming from my house. Mom always asks for some shit. Like, hold up, you gonna keep asking for stuff? How much stuff you need?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep asking, because if I'm sitting in here, as hard as I've worked to take care of you, and we sitting in here, and I need something out the other room, and I ask you to go get it, I expect you to go get it, and I don't expect you to say a word
That's
about
cool.
it.
I went.
Okay,
I went and got 2 things out the room. Now you need 2 more.
I'm not gonna keep saying. See, Dennis, you adding extra to it. I'm just talking about one incident, but I'm not saying I'm going to send her every 5 minutes to go get something. That's not what I'm saying. But every time he come over here, we be sitting here and I may tell him to go do something. So I did it for my parents.
Is there a time? Okay, let me ask this, since I'm going overboard. Is there a time that as I say, that adult child has been over there and you don't ask for nothing?
Yes. Father's Day is one of Father's Day was one of, I didn't talk about our Father's Day. I cooked my son a marvelous dinner and had my son and my grandson, and I cooked for them and served them. And I did everything. I had everything that he wanted. I had it all out there for him. And I don't care what he said that bothered me that day. I didn't get mad. I just loved up on him for Father's Day. That was it, because it was his day. That's what I did. Now, Tuesday, he came over. I said, can you take the trash out? That's it. He did. He didn't have any problem taking it out. But my point is, there's nothing wrong with me asking him to take the trash out.
No.
And
but I'm gonna tell you the one that used to piss me off.
And it should just be done. There shouldn't be any pushback. He didn't give me any. Let me make that clear. He didn't. I'm just saying, for example, he should, the child should just do it and say all right and keep going, because guess why? For all those times that parent took care of you, they sacrificed for you. It's not an owing. It's not like you got a debt. But it's respect. That's part of respect for your parents to me. That's how you demonstrate it. And so my mother, we could be sitting there, my mother and father be sitting there, and they asked me to get up and go do something. I did it. I ain't smacked my lips. I ain't stomped my feet. I ain't rolled my eyes. I ain't do none of that, or say, can I do it in a minute? No. Got up and did it. I don't know. I'm just real big on that. I'm really big on doing what your parents tell you to do. I don't care how old you are. Until the day my mom and dad died, I did what they told me to do. They told me to get up and go put them clothes in the dryer. I did it. They told me, asked me to come over and reset her computer for her. I did it. She couldn't figure out how to work something on her phone. I went over there and showed her. I mean, that's just what you do. Because it's too late when they're not here. It's too late when they're not here. Then you wish that you can hear from them calling you to say, hey, can you come over here and do this? Because I'm telling you, I miss that every day. So I'm glad when they were here, I did it without problem or incident, no pushback. They knew I still respected them as my parents to the day they died. And that is, there is comfort in knowing that. I can't explain it unless you've lost your parents. I cannot explain it to you how it feels to know they knew. And I'm telling you, it's too late. You want to hear it all. I want to pick up the phone. This is my mama asking me to come by her house to do something because she lived a mile and a half from me. And she would just call on a moment's notice. If something was awry, if she needed something real quick, she would call me. Can you come over and blah, 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 blah? I go right on over there.
Okay. BJ said the biggest lesson that he's learned is there's no rule book to what worked for Dennis won't work for you. Listen to the advice, but patience is the key. This is your life. Don't let nobody tell you how to live.
How to live it. That's true.
Yeah, even though
very true.
Life is.
And you know, all children are not the same. So the method of discipline for one child may not work for the next child. So you got to figure your own child out. You got some children, like my sister and I were different. You could pretty much tell Sheila one time not to do something, she ain't gonna do it no more. Sharon was hard-headed. You have to tell me 3-4 times. That was me. And we were different.
I'm a little hard-headed. I ain't that hard. I'm a little hard.
Yeah, you that hard. Yeah, I believe it. I believe you were. Your Leo ass. Yes, you were. But
but it's crazy because my mom and dad both got 2 kids, right? But I'm the only one out of the 2. I'm the best child out of all of them. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't saying that just to gloat. I ain't had that many problems. Did what I was supposed to do. Went to school. That was it.
Yeah, well, good for you. Because I swear my mama whooped my ass every day when I was in 6th grade. 6th grade was the year for me. I was bad. Not bad as in getting in trouble like outside the house. That's what I can't explain it to people. I didn't get in trouble at school except for with the teacher who didn't like me, who my mama handled that. She handled that. I didn't get in trouble at church. I didn't get in trouble anywhere but at home. It was this right here.
I ain't getting in trouble. At home. I got in trouble in school. All my trouble was in school.
It was this mouth right here. It was my mouth. Said too much. And I know that's part of the reason why I'm such a stickler for respect out of these children, out of the people younger than me now. I'm like, no, you don't talk to me like that. I'm old enough to be your mama. You will not speak to me that way. Get it together and come back and see me. Then we can talk. I'll say that in a minute.
Okay. Marcus Best said, Dennis, I'm saying happy birthday to Ramona on the Alphabet's page. I need a video posted of you singing happy birthday to her. I ain't singing happy birthday. I ain't no singing.
To me,
but
he
happy birthday.
To me. He you need to post a video singing it to me.
No. He was talking about
yes. No, to me.
He should have put Chocolate Girl on there though. But it sounded like he was talking about Ramona.
Well, okay.
You know what? I'll sing Shine a Light on them for both of them. I'll do. Shine a Light on.
Have mercy. Jesus.
Nice. I like that Shine a Light on. Got Dougie Fresh on it.
Are you going to be singing it? That's all I want to know. Are you going to be singing it? Because if you're not going to be singing it, then...
I ain't that good of a singer of songs like that.
You sing, you want karaoke. Don, you want in karaoke. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
See, karaoke is different than Happy Birthday.
I don't want to hear it.
Or I can sing the Marilyn Monroe version. I probably do a good job with that.
No, I don't want that. No.
That's a good one.
No,
Happy
no.
birthday,
That's not even singing. That's just
Mr.
talking.
President.
So stupid. You silly. You silly. Mm-mm.
Oh man. Okay. My dad was a hard man who was always serving up lessons. When I was young, I never ventured off too far from that path. So yes. Okay.
Marcus said I sound like Craig's dad on Friday. Come in here and talk to me while I'm on the toilet and bring me some water. And stop eating all the hog maws and green.
Right. Yeah,
That's what
like
he
you
said
need
I sound
he,
like.
he they did that. Hey, could you get me some ice? Get you some ice. Nigga. Like, get you some you know what's the one I used to hate? And I know everybody been through this. The one I used to hate the most. Can you pass me the remote? The one that's right next to you. Come on, this shit got to stop.
Nah, see,
Come on.
I ain't never done nothing like that.
This shit got to stop. Come on.
But see, back in the day, pre-remote, we were the remote.
Yeah, we was the remote. Yeah,
We
I
were the
know.
remote. My daddy would sit in that corner seat and be like, "Can you turn that on ABC?" And we get up and turn it on ABC. What we supposed to do? But see, now these kids now, why don't you do it? Talk back, say anything. They are something else, man. I had my child at the right time. He was raised in the 90s.
Yeah, you got a '90s child. I always wonder what's the difference between them '90s child and them 2000s child.
90s and early 2000s. He was born in 93. He graduated 2011. So
Okay. Yeah.
7 years in the 90s, 11 years in the 2000s. So that's all I've got. You got any final words for the folks? Father?
Um. Marcus said, I handled it by setting it the example. Can't be like do as I say and not as I do. If I didn't say I want you, if I say I don't want you being a drunk, I can't stumble around drunk. I'm very cognizant of my behavior around the kids.
That's
Don't
right.
be a phony because as the older they get, they see who you really are. Mm.
Yep. He said how you act is showing them is showing them societal norms. For instance, if my daughter sees me physically abusing her mom, she may think that that is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. Got to be aware of that. I also believe that you should never fight in front of your kids. That's true. Your storms should never get your kids wet. And he's right.
I like that one. Your storm
I
should
will I
never
will
get your
say
kids. Wet.
I will
I
say
like
that
that. That was
the
good.
the
That's good.
person that I know who deserves a medal for not arguing around their kids or their family for the most part is Sister Sheila. Because I swear to God, we did not know that they were arguing like they used to argue because it was never in front of us. And we all lived together. It was all eight of us in the house at one time. We didn't know.
Hey,
Eight. It was her, her husband, her two kids, me and Daryl, and my parents. And we all lived in the house together at one time for about a year and a half. This is when I first moved down here.
and you
And
said she deserved a medal.
yeah, because we didn't know that they were going, having it out and stuff. We didn't know because they did not do it in front of us for the most part. I mean, of course, there was some time when the family had discussions, disagreements, or whatever. But them two, no, they didn't do that. Mm-mm. She deserves a gold medal for that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
She,
yeah.
she and her ex.
You got to keep that under wraps. Raise the kids, take care. That's a lot going through, man. When you in that marriage stage, and you know, you get married, you're raising kids. They turn to teenagers. When they turn to teenagers, they like a whole nother person. They ain't even the same kids you was raising. They turn into this whole nother asshole. Next thing you know, your parents get sick, so you got to take care of them too. Man, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
And it's usually around that time when women go through what is it called?
Change of life.
The end of the cycle. I say when they what the lady say?
Change of life. Change
When
of
they
life.
become a man. When they become a man. That's what the lady said on the comedy show. She said, y'all be so excited when little girls become a woman, get them all this nice stuff. Why don't y'all prep us for when we become a man? We growing chin hairs.
It's not that
start
serious.
to lose start to
She just
lose your voice.
she just said that for jokes. It's not that
Hey,
serious.
it was very funny though. Very funny.
I'm sure, but it's not that serious though.
Hey, so I
But,
told you Sister Sheila was listening. She was waiting for her part. You hear
oh,
what
she
she
said,
said,
"I
right?
want my gold medal."
She was there, I want my gold. You
Goodness
deserve
is
your golden
amazing.
medal.
No, but
Yeah.
seriously, I mean, I'm not. I don't want to make it seem like that they had knockdown, drag out fights or nothing like that. But I'm saying, couples they have disagreements. They never
Yeah.
had it in front of us. You never heard them like you. We wouldn't be sitting downstairs and all of a sudden hear boom, 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 and yelling and screaming in their room. None of that. I mean, nothing. That's
What
what
was
I
what
mean.
was your brother-in-law name? Mike.
Mike.
All of a sudden, you just hear "F you, Mike," and you're like,
No,
"What?"
none of that.
Like, yeah,
Uh-uh.
none of that. You
No,
know what I mean?
none of that. Mm-mm. None of that. And that's the compliment. I mean, they really did that the right way. And so yeah, Sheila, you deserve a gold medal for that. You do. And him too. Because it could have been very different. Hmm.
That's
It
keeping
would
the
have been
household together.
very different, especially if we all knew what was going on and all that. Shh. And see me with my crazy cancer self, it wouldn't have been cute. It would not have been cute.
Yeah.
Because I'm really overprotective of my sister. She's older, but I'm overprotective of her, and I know it. I'll be putting my nose in where it don't belong, and so God knew what He was doing. He had it the right way.
That sound about right. That sounds about right.
Hmm. Hmm. She said, "Nope, you have to try to respect and keep people whole, even if things aren't going well," and that is true.
But they probably had a whole lot of conversations in that bedroom, man. A whole lot of them.
I'm sure they did, but they didn't get loud with it. Just
No,
like I said, it was 8 of us in there, and all the bedrooms are upstairs. So we were all up there. You see
no,
what I'm saying?
no,
And
no.
it's just, I mean,
I'm gonna tell
they
you.
did
I'm
it.
gonna
They
tell you
did it
where I
the
would have.
right way.
I'm tell you where I would have snapped because I could have seen. I probably would have had like a one bathroom. That's where I would snap
You would have what?
with one bathroom. Who the fuck is in the bathroom? That's where I would have snapped at.
No,
The
no, they
one
ain't got
bathroom. Somebody,
they
somebody
had
in the
plenty.
bathroom too.
They had plenty of bathrooms. Yeah, they're good. But anyway, so did you have any other final words, sir, as a father for the fathers out
Um,
there?
for the fathers out there, the two things I would tell you is, you gotta cherish these moments. If you got little kids, appreciate these moments, please. Okay, appreciate these moments because when they turn to teenagers, 90% of the time they turn to assholes. So appreciate these moments you got with these little kids. Appreciate going to the park, because when they get older, going to the park ain't something they gonna want to do. All right. Appreciate going to the park. Appreciate all the little cheap free stuff you could do. Because I be seeing y'all now at these primes. Oh my goodness, y'all out there renting these Ferraris. They talked about that lady in Philly. She spent $27,000 on the prime, on her daughter's prime.
On the prom?
Beautiful too, on a prime. $27,000. Just 15 years ago, she spent $100,000 on her wedding.
That's crazy. I mean, even if I had money like that, I'm not spending $100,000 on a wedding. I'm not doing that.
Spent $100,000 on her wedding, and she spent $27,000 on a prom. Took a, I'm gonna send you the video. Took a spot in the neighborhood, turned it into a castle.
Oh yeah, I
Turned
saw
it
that.
into
And
turned it
she
into a
came out like
character.
the princess, and she came out like the
Yeah,
princess, and
it
from the
was beautiful.
movie
It was
screen
beautiful.
or something.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was all right. Send me the video though, because I saw it, but I don't remember where I saw it. But
Yeah, I ain't mad that I'm not mad that she spent all that money. I ain't got nothing against it. That same girl's on honor roll. That same girl, has scholarships. So she did everything she was supposed to do, and she got what she wanted. I'm just telling you. See, that's a mom. It's the mom. Remember I
that's
told you?
not a
The
dad,
mom,
huh?
not dad.
Dads do that.
Oh, dad, we're gonna spend some money, but we ain't spending the 27,000. You know who's another
I know
cool
some.
dad
I know
I wouldn't mind having? Reverend
some.
Run. Reverend
Oh
Run is another
yeah,
cool dad I
yeah.
wouldn't mind having.
I wouldn't mind having him.
After watching Run's house, I understand Reverend Run 100%.
Yeah, I love him. I love that show, and he's a good one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mercedes in the house. Mercedes Lewis. White.
Mercedes
Mercedes White. Mercedes White. That's a good
Holmes. But anyway, so my final words to the fathers out there. Um, Even though it feels like the world does not respect fathers, I just want you to know that I do. I love men. I respect fathers. I respect real men. And I believe that we need to honor you more. That's really how I feel. If you look at sitcoms and stuff, most of the sitcoms has the buffoon of a man in the household, if you notice. And the woman as the lead character is the one that has to make everything all right all the time. And that's done by design, I think. I think that we need to show respect and honor to more fathers, the good men, because there's plenty out there. And don't think that there are not people out here that notice that. And keep your head up. Words of Tupac. Keep your head up. Just keep
yeah.
striving. And
Life is good.
yeah, and just keep going, because the who finishes first will be last, and who finishes last will be first. So says scripture. You will get your flowers. You will get your flowers. Just keep at it. That's all I can say. And like Dennis said about the children, fathers, children need fathers just as much as we need mothers, honey. We don't just need mothers, we need fathers. And daughters need fathers just as much as sons do. It's
Yeah.
very important. That's my final thoughts.
I agree. They
Yep.
gotta do us better on Father's Day though. They don't be having no sales. Ain't nobody got no. As you know, there's a parade on Mother's Day. There's a parade on Mother's Day. There ain't no parade on Father's Day.
I ain't
Nobody.
never seen no Mother's Day parade. I've never seen a
I see
Mother's
the
Day
Mother's Day
parade
parade.
in my
Next
life.
next
Never.
year, I'm gonna videotape the Mother's Day parade.
I've never seen that. Sheila, have you ever seen a Mother's Day parade anywhere that we've lived? I've never heard of it, never seen it.
Mother's Day was a parade on Mother's Day.
I've seen Mother's Day brunches. I've seen Father's Day brunches. I
Yes,
have not seen a parade.
yes.
Sheila said no. I don't know. Maybe that's some Philly stuff. I ain't never seen it.
Probably, probably so. It's a big city. The big city. They say it's a big city.
But anyway, so next week, people, it's our anniversary show. It'll be the Sie Jawn's fourth anniversary. And so we're gonna celebrate live next Saturday.
Nah.
And guess where we gonna be? Where we gonna be, Dennis?
In North Carolina, where she been telling me to come for 4 goddamn years. I'm coming.
Well, hell, you're going to California, you're going to Atlanta, you're going to Florida, you're going here, you going to Jersey. You can come to North Carolina, shoot.
Going to Dominican Republic.
I know. So hell yeah. And I'm not even further away than they are. You had to come past me to get to Atlanta. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah.
But anyway, so next week is our anniversary show. We're gonna be broadcasting live from Durham, North Carolina. It's gonna be so much fun. I cannot wait to see the Den in the flesh. It'll be the first time, well, nope, second time we've ever seen each other. That's gonna be
I don't know
fun.
what curse word is that.
Huh?
So I don't know what curse word is that.
She said it's about time you bring your ass down here.
No, she got more than ass. That's more than ass.
No, that's just that's her. That's her way of putting ass in there. Your ass here.
Yeah, that'll stop you from getting. That'll stop you from getting flagged on Facebook. Lord, you get
True.
flagged for everything.
So Sheila's gonna make her famous banana pudding, and I'm gonna make my potato salad.
All right,
You
I'll
promise
be
me
ready.
you'll taste it. Now I'm
Yeah,
telling y'all now, out here, folks, if he doesn't like my potato salad, we're not gonna let you know that. I'm not gonna tell you that he didn't like my potato salad. Y'all never hear about it. Oh, we gotta have Lynn. You gotta meet Lynn.
yeah, I do gotta
You
meet
gotta
him.
make sure Lynn is here since he
Yeah,
lives
see if
here.
he's free on. See if he's free. That'll be great.
Yeah. All right then. Catch us
I like
Tuesday
to
on
say,
Talk Your Ish Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Why Wednesday at 8 o'clock
on
with Dennis
Wednesday.
and on Wednesday with Dennis and the fellas and me.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll probably be there Tuesday. I'm gonna try to make it to stay tuned on Tuesday night.
And thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Great day.